to our show.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is like, oh my God, it's Jimmy Fallon.
No, this is like Matthias Schweighöfer. This is finally where we meet.
By the way, you say Schweighöfer, like, this is like really, it's a hard word to say. Like a last name, even, you know.
Schweighofer.
It's fantastic.
Schweighöfer, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I have a little, I'm half Irish, half German.
Yes, and you say.
So that's the Irish part of me saying my grandmother came over to America, Ellis Island, as a baby. Schalla was her last name, from Bremen.
Okay, Bremen, yeah.
Bremen.
Bremen, yeah, Bremen. It's like, you know, it's like Bremen. It's like you say, like it's.
Of course, I know what you're talking about. I was doing a lot of research on you because I was a fan from Army of the Dead, but then I saw this headline and I loved it. Matthias Schweighöfer, they call me the Justin Timberlake of Germany, and I feel it a little bit. But explain again why.
I don't know if someone said that in Germany or if I said that in an interview.
Either way, it counts. Someone said it, right?
You know. Sorry, no, it's no, really, it's because there was a time, you know, like I think I'm a good dancer, but you know, like kind of shy dancer, and
what is shy dancer?
You know, like shy dancer is, you know, somewhere in the shades. You think you're like.
Quest, can you give us a bit, like what would
you know, like when you. You know, this is like a shy.
I like the extra kick at the end. I like the extra kick at the end on that. Why not? A little pop to the end there, yeah. I'm just so happy that you're kind of exploding here in America and people are getting to see how charming you are, but also how talented you are. You directed this film as well as acting in it, Army of Thieves. And here are some reviews, early reviews that came out. Someone says, in the early scenes of his English language directing debut, he occasionally recalls Wes Anderson. He even has echoes of Martin Scorsese's Clockwork Studies in Hugo.
Isn't that cool?
You just got compared to Wes Anderson and Martin Scorsese.
I could be Wes Matthias Scorsese.
Wow, that is yeah. You should think about that. So you're working with Zack Snyder, right? So that's a big break right there.
Yeah.
But then you start doing the scenes, and we had Tig Notaro on the show, and we were talking about the movie, and I watched the movie, and I go, she steals every scene. I love her. Then you come in. I go, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And you just stole every scene, and you're just charming and funny.
Yeah, it was so, you know, I was so happy about the critics to be, you know, this German guy, he's actually really funny. He has a cool sense of humor. And, you know, because I always loved, you know, American comedy. It's like, you know, when I was younger, because I was born behind the wall, and the wall came down, and in East Germany. So, and then the wall came down, and, you know, everything from America is swept over, and I loved it.
What were you watching? What were you into?
Fresh Prince, you know, and...
yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Fresh Prince, yeah.
I love
it. All begins with Fresh Prince.
I couldn't understand it because I had no English, and but it was like, you know, this was like... Yeah, and that was great. And then I saw E.T. for the first time, and I thought, you know, the wall came down, and in America it's possible to talk to aliens. I thought...
Anything is possible. Anything is possible in America, yes.
And I loved it. And so I started to dream big, and here we are. You know?
Well, I'm so excited. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that we meet each other and we're friends now.
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah.
I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Matthias Schweighöfer in Army of Thieves. Take a look at this.
I just want to clarify once more.
Zip it.
Okay. Okay. If you say so.
kid in town!
That's right, there's a new kid in town! Matthias Schweighöfer! Army of Thieves begins streaming on Netflix tomorrow. Hello to all our friends in Germany. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey, hey.